Well, today I had hoped to really get cracking and put down my new 25 hedge plants behind the cabin and along which is where I've got a few sort of dishevelled pallets still acting as a bit of a fence. That would have been a nice easy Friday job. It's Friday today, and with the hot weather, something that wouldn't have really been too demanding at all. However, my plans have been scuppered, or partly scuppered at least. I got my delivery of plants last night, but instead of 25, well, they've only sent 5. I've been on to the company about that and they've asked me to have a recount. So I've had a recount and sent them another picture, but you know what, there's still only 5. So I've got the option. I can either sort of clear out ready for those plants to go in. I didn't really want to do that until I had the plants, but of course I've got 5 now which really do need to go into the ground, so I may do that. Or of course I didn't get as far with my doors yesterday as I was hoping. I've still got that difficult banana side to sort out. I've got a feeling, I haven't had a look yet, but I've got a feeling that's probably not going to straighten out that piece of wood. I soaked it with a hose last night, but I don't think I'm going to get anywhere with that. I might have to grab 2 other bits and sort of make a bit up. So I've got that to do and all the panelling in, which will certainly, you know, fill the afternoon no problem, but that isn't really what I fancy doing. So I'm just going to ease myself in and we'll see where the day takes me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah. I'll clear away the dead wood. An old tyre from a long since departed camper van, and part of an old industrial cable drum. That's a bit better. Though there are other areas still requiring my attention. I've used the string and some sticks to help mark out for the planting. Right, well, so I didn't really fancy getting the saw out today. I pretty much had my heart set on an easy day, just popping those plants in. And to be honest, although I was using the ear defenders all the time, my ears are rattling after that yesterday, so I'll have a day off of that today, and I'm just literally cracking on with the, well, what plants I can. As you can see, I've done them all nice and neat with canes, a string and canes to mark where everything's going to go, and I'm going to put in the 5 that I've got. Not heard back from that company, but I did get them on eBay, so that I know doomsday scenario, getting my money back won't be an issue, which is one thing, isn't it? But hopefully I will get those next week, and then obviously I'll just be all ready to pop them straight in. So let's crack on and put in the 5 that I've got anyway. They've had a decent soak by now, so it's just a question of digging some little holes for them. The blue stuff's Miracle Grow. It tends to get rather wet. And this is a bit of proper compost, as the soil is not too good round here. London clay. Same procedure for this one. Heavens knows where the roots are going to end up going.
all done.
Right, well, I know they're a bit close to the base of the cabin, and I know that the ground's a bit stony and the soil's a bit clay-like. That's why I put a bit of that sort of compost stuff in, and a bit of that sort of feed as well to give them a start. And I know they're not going to get all that much sun there as well, but you know, what can I do? I'm working with what I've got. The boundary is where the boundary is, and there only used to be a fence there before. Obviously a hedge is going to take up more room both ways round, but you know, I'm just going to see how things go. It might be that if one or two of them die off and I have to replant, well then so be it, but most of them are away from the cabin and other obstructions when I get the rest of them, and so I shouldn't have too much problem. And it's the type of the hedge that does grow around these parts, so you know, with a little bit of luck I should be for the most part okay. Look out, the pallets are on the move again. Time to reclaim my patio. Well, who stacked them like that, honestly?
And if you think I'm putting them back where they used to be, well, you'd be right.
Got to pile them up just so, because they get wonkier as you go.
Jenga, anyone?
Well, I seem to have more than I had before. I don't know how that's happened.
But the patio is definitely back.
Just had an idea.
The ground's a bit lower this side, and a step here would be very useful. Something like that, anyway.
That'll do. That's good, isn't it? Sort of fence post thing, just using it for the plants. That used to be my dad's, that did, so I rescued it. I'll take it indoors just in case anyone intrudes and takes a liking to it. The old ones are the best, aren't they? I'm just going to give everything a bit of a water, and then I'm going to go inside and give myself a bit of water too, I think. See you next time.
These get a water too, of course.